Bonjour. So, we have an interesting channeled song today. Talk Like That by the Presets. And also, I want to say, this is specific, but if you felt like, hang on, this incense, if you feel like festival season in like the years 2005 to 2009, like that was peak time for festivals. If that's something that resonates with you, if that's a period of time that you really feel you have a lot of fond memories about festival season during those years, this is for you as well. But yes, Talk Like That by the Presets. I feel like those years as well, there might have been specific things that you were going through with family that you will immediately come to mind during that time. It's kind of a weird phase. It's like peak festival season. You have a lot of memories about going to festivals and how good they were back then and how good the music was. But then also that same time period, there's a lot of memories tied to maybe family disputes and just other things. It's kind of like one of those times in your life where perhaps those festivals were your escape from the other things going on in your life. So if that resonates with you, then this could be for you as well. I'm really not sure what the message is about because that's a very specific kind of time period and festival season, and to have, I feel like something's coming up for you again, or you're kind of having memories or perhaps even weird dreams lately that things that you haven't thought about for many years is coming up for you at the moment. So with that being said, let's get into it. What is this message about, please? Talk Like That by the Presets. And I just heard Sneaky Sound System as well. Again, very that takes me back to festivals back when it was like art versus science. The Presets, Sneaky Sound System. Who else? I just heard Modest Mouse, if you remember Modest Mouse. Oh my God, Modest Mouse. They were my favorite. Block Party. Peak time. Peak time. That's an interesting first card. So you got number 10, but the Scythe. Sudden, unexpected, accident, cut, release, harvest, liberate, shock, ripping off the band-aid, surprise, a reckoning. So maybe that's why that period of time is happening, kind of reappearing for you at the moment in your memories, dreams, whatever, because something has happened or is happening currently in your energy that has happened suddenly, was unexpected, but it's actually something that needed to happen. It's like you're going through a reckoning right now. Even in the moment it's happening, it might not feel good, and it might feel like it's reminding you of that period of time where something similar happened, but it's almost like this is happening to liberate you from the past, like letting go. Something's coming full circle, and that's why it's like everything always comes to light. Everything always comes full circle, even if it takes years to do so, or you might have thought that you were over it or forgotten about it. And the letter J. Number 4, the Stallion. So breaking free. This is something that you have strong emotions around, but I really feel like it's like you're having this epiphany, and this side of you that maybe had laid dormant for a long time is starting to break free again. Maybe it's something that you thought you laid to rest, a part of yourself that you thought wasn't there anymore. Because this is about unleashing the inner beast as well. It's almost as if you're cutting through the bullshit, and a part of you that you thought had died has risen back up again. Breaking free from the mold, I just heard. So it's almost like a part of you that you had maybe stifled for a long time because you just wanted to fit in or feel like you belonged. But it's almost like now you're realizing that you are who you are, and you don't care what other people think anymore, and you just want to be yourself, whatever that is. So you've got 10 and you've got 4, the letter J, the letter A. Oh, wow. I've actually never had this card come out for me out of this deck. There's only one twin flame card in this whole deck. Other than that, there's the swans, and it's not specifically a twin flame card, but it has twin flame on it because the swans are quite often a symbol for twin flames because they mate for life. But this is soulmate, twin flame, the one. A pair of things, deep soul connection, blooming love, faith, divination, and fluidity. Number 6 in the letter A. The message I'm getting is almost like someone's about to come back in that you weren't expecting to. I really thought that this was going to be more of a personal growth reading, not to do with another person, but this actually feels like someone's about to re-enter your life that hasn't. Perhaps this is someone that you met in those years I mentioned at the beginning, from 2005 to, did I say 2009? Someone significant that you met back then that you maybe had forgotten about, that it actually is either a soulmate or a twin that's about to re-enter your life, and it's going to be quite a shock. And it's going to awaken a part of you that has been dormant for a long time. Because how long ago is that? It'd have to be more than 10 years at least. So it's like a side of you that hasn't come out since that time. Someone's about to re-enter your life that you have a deep connection with, whether they're a soulmate or a twin flame, but this is the one. And perhaps as well, it was someone that you felt heartbroken over back then as well, but it's been so long, it's not someone you've thought about in a while, or they might pop up into your mind occasionally, but it's not something that consumes your every thought. And that's why it's going to be a surprise when this re-enters. There's something about meeting someone that's going to shock your system into breaking free from maybe the mundane life that you've been living all this time. Someone you have a deep connection with. And if it's not someone that you connected with back in those years I just mentioned, it could be someone that you connect with because you have similar memories of that time. You've shared similar experiences, and then that makes you realize this is a deep soul connection because of the similar experiences you two have shared. Interesting. Side. This feels very... Letter A is very significant here. And it's funny because before, when 10 and 4 came out, I went to say 14, and then the next card out was 14. But geese, on a quest, migration, relocation, dependable, know where you're going, leaves no one behind, cyclical, faithful. I don't think this is someone new. Whether or not you knew them back in those years I mentioned, those years could just be a significant time in your life to tie you to this reading. But this is someone that I believe you're at a distance from. And the shock is going to be this person is going to rip off the Band-Aid and make some kind of move towards you. This is someone you've had many cycles with, so someone that you perhaps had a lot of breakups and makeups with, but it's been a long time here. And this is also a card of being faithful. So this might be someone that you thought had left you behind, but they're about to make some kind of shocking surprise and come towards you. Because for that to confirm Scythe, and this is sudden, unexpected, someone that you thought you had released perhaps as well. And if it's not someone coming towards you, I feel like you're at a point now where you wanting to make a move towards someone. And perhaps that requires you to relocate. Especially with this stallion here, if you're wanting to relocate to be closer to someone, the person you believe to be your soulmate or twin flame, this stallion makes sense, breaking free from the molds that you felt trapped by to go towards them. This is someone you have strong emotions for, lots of sexual energy, but this really feels like you want to break free from the current place you're in and relocate towards whoever your the one is. But an A initial is important here. And as well, I just heard perhaps someone with a J name caused some sort of unexpected reckoning in you, where you had to release them because they were holding you back. So this is someone you had to cut out of your life and release. Stallion. Wine. So this has been developing over time. This is also about family legacy. So this swan, your other half, could be the person that you're wanting to create a family legacy with. But this is about the good stuff, finesse, alchemy, transformed, ripening, age as well. This feels very much like you kind of like, no matter how much time has passed, and maybe that's why I mentioned those years as well, because maybe it's been a couple of years since you've spoken to this person or actually been in each other's presence. But time hasn't lessened your desire for this person. It's like this person awakens that inner beast in you that makes you want to charge forward and also transform into the version of you that you remember them seeing, if that makes sense. 4s are important here too. I just realized that's another 4. 4, 14 and 4. You might be seeing 444 a lot. Swans. Yeah, perfect timing. Wow. Number 19. The 19th of June maybe, 4th of April, 14th of October. Perfect timing, origins, culmination, incremental, longevity, unstoppable, stands the test of time, past, present, future. I don't think this is someone new. I think this is someone that you already believe is your twin flame or soulmate, that there's been a long time here. At least a year or two of no communication. And the universe is creating this perfect moment for you to, it's like you're being aligned together at the same time. And this is what they talk about with divine timing. It's not a specific date and time. It's when you've learnt the lessons, or you both have developed to a certain level where you realign again and could make things work. And so then the divine orchestrates an opportunity for you two to reconnect. And that's what's happening here. It's almost like I'm seeing there's been enough time here. Number 8, tornado, storm brewing, torn up, a sudden unexpected end. So that could have been what happened here in the past. There was just a sudden harsh end to this connection in the past, and it felt like a total wreck. And at that point, it felt like this was over and done. It was the end. There was no going back. But this, under that, you've got expect the unexpected, fire. This is something you're building momentum. Like there's this excitement. And it could even be as well that you going towards this person happens in quite an impulsive way, not because you haven't been thinking about it for a while, but because it's just going to be one of those things where you impulsively reach out. Like it might seem spontaneous, but it's something that's been brewing for a while, and they've been trying to get, it's like everything's culminating now to create this perfect moment in time for you to reconnect with this person. This clock to me not only says, I don't know why as well, I just noticed, so what's that? 5 past 2 or 10 past 2? 10 past 2 on the clock. Something's being divinely orchestrated here to create the perfect time for you to go towards this person. But I actually I definitely think there's distance here, and there would be some need to relocate to be together. Let me just get one more. This actually feels like a very nice energy. This is like someone who just doesn't, like if this is you, this feels like you're just eager to get your life started. You don't want to wait anymore. I'm hearing enough time has passed, enough time has passed. Enough is enough. It's been long enough. That's what I just heard. Did that rhyme? Enough is enough, it's been long enough. No, it's just the same word. Wow, the stork, that's about fertility, another bird. This person could be slender and tall that you're wanting to go towards, but this is about moving as well. This is heavy on the wanting to move. This is relocating and moving. But you've been going through some massive transformation. Number 17, you're wanting change, and relocating and moving is a big change in your life. But you're wanting to renew something here. And this could even be as well, and I just noticed as well, the last 3 cards to come out, see how they all have in the background a clock? You can't, it's hard to tell maybe, but it's faded into the background. There's a clock in all the last 3 pictures. So there's been a long time here. Like I said, at least 1 to 2 years since there's been any communication between the two of you, and you're ready for things to change now. And that feeling you're getting of wanting to move towards this person, that's a sign in of itself. It's not they don't want you to ignore that. It's like they want you to answer the call. Well, that's interesting. Answer the call. So maybe you're about to call this person, and the person you're going to call, their intuition's going to tell them to answer, especially if it's been a long time. Say you don't have each other as contacts in your phone anymore. So if they are someone that doesn't answer unknown numbers for whatever reason, this perfect timing, this person's going to instinctively answer even though they wouldn't normally answer an unknown number. That's very specific. Okay. I just want to get these one because I want to see who is the collective I'm speaking to. Who is the collective I'm speaking to? Who is this message for, please? Fire. So you could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Karmic energy, highs and lows, turbulent. So this could be someone that, or you could have believed that this was a karmic connection in the past, and it's taken this long to figure out what this connection really means to you. And perhaps as well, the conflict that happened in this connection in the past is something that kept you away as long as it did as well. But the karmic energies that you've been dealing with since this person, the karmic lessons you had to learn since the separation of this. Maybe life has felt very up and down since this person. But in this time apart, you have started to recognize the lessons and the karma that you've received. Perhaps you've been working on your glow up, and maybe you yourself are even feeling like you're radiating more positivity now, like you're starting to feel like yourself again. Yeah, 3, 2, 1 action. So the collective that I'm speaking to, you're the one that wants to take action here towards whoever this person is that you believe is the one. Excuse me. You got solar plexus, so willpower, strength, confidence. The lower chakras, so like the root, the sacral and the solar plexus, those are all the masculine. We all have masculine and feminine energies that we need to balance, but the 3 lower chakras are the chakras that are ruled by the masculine. So it could be the masculine I'm speaking to, especially because that came out with 3, 2, 1 action. And the wolf is a masculine spirit animal. So I feel as though the masculine is who this collective is. Which would make sense with karmic energy, with the highs and lows and turbulence, because the masculines tend to have a lot of physical towers, where the feminines will deal with a lot of internal and spiritual challenges. The masculines get physical, like 3D matrix type problems that come through lessons of other people and situations and addictions and things like that. Moving. Oh my God, see, moving. You are moving. Control. So this karmic energy has had control over you for a long time. So whether that's family, friends, or I guess in this case as well, location, where you live is far from this person that you want to go towards, and you felt controlled by the situation, but you're breaking free from it. You're actually breaking free from this. This is very good. But another relocating card. This could be the masculines that are moving towards their feminines, like physically moving to be closer to their feminines, and it might be something that you're in the process of doing. But new chapter, goodbye. Saying goodbye to your life where it is now to move and have a new beginning somewhere else, a new chapter that includes your Empress. Wow, very nice. I can't believe how many moving cards you're getting. And if it's not something that this might be something that you've been contemplating for a while. It might be something that you haven't put an actual plan in place yet to move. It might even be that you want to communicate with your feminine first before making a move. But moving is definitely at the forefront of your mind, knowing that you will need to move to start a new chapter with this feminine. And just a new chapter in your life overall. This is an important time in your life. The yellows are really sticking out to me as well. And I just heard of that sacral chakra. So you might have shared a pregnancy with this feminine, but your creativity is really being piqued right now as well. And I just heard you might be trying to think of creative ways that you can move. As in, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. Like, I think your mind's just overactive right now, trying to think of creative ways to approach this feminine, as well as perhaps creative ways in which you can make this big move to relocate. Phone call. Sign. It's time to reach out. But 3, 2, 1, action. I think as well you're seeing this person as your home. And you're building the strength and the confidence now to take action, basically. And I think because these two chakras are what I was saying, the lower 3 chakras are the masculine. Again, more confirmation that I believe this is the masculine collective. One more. Also, for those who have seen it, there was this is coming to my mind for a reason, but there was a news report about how many people have been scammed by fake psychics and tarot readers. Just remember, no real psychic or tarot reader is ever going to reach out to you. That whole report, and I had people sending it to me as well, not to warn me, but to have a dig at me, being very arrogant about it because they don't believe in it. Fine, whatever, believe in what you want, but no legitimate tarot reader or psychic will reach out to you. So every time you get those messages in your inbox from people, just ignore it. No one will ever reach out to you. We put our information out there. And that's why even in my bio on my account, I have only account. This is my only account. So if any other accounts show up and reach out to you, it's never going to be me. I am never going to reach out to anyone. I put my information out there, and then it's up to you if you want a personal reading to book with me with the links in my bio. I will never ever reach out. So I just, for whatever reason, I felt like I had to bring that up because that was something that I think came out yesterday. And people will automatically get upset because they've been scammed out of money, but no one will ever reach out to you to tell you that you should get a reading with them. It's up to you to find a reader you like and go to them and ask for a reading yourself. That's about using discernment and knowing the difference because, yeah, it's just going to be, I think it's going to be an excuse now for people to come and attack tarot readers when the reality is that no one should ever be reaching out to you offering a reading. That's the truth. So anyway, I digress. 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah, separation. So I think in your mind, you're going over the separation you had from this person and wanting to close the distance, not just physically with the moving, but metaphorically, like emotionally, you want to reconnect with this person. But this is what I mean about you two realigning. You will find that the universe has been developing this situation, this perfect timing, because you both are now coming into alignment. You're both on the same frequency. It's like reunion is close. Okay. So let's get the energy around this collective. What is the... It says move on, but the fact that I saw move straight away. Okay. What is the energy around this collective, please? Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. That could be that karmic energy. That very first card that came out was karmic energy. So someone that was in your ear about this connection and keeping you away from reapproaching this person. But this feels more like this is something that you've just recently cut out of your life. Let go, make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. So this is about letting go of the past and understanding that a new beginning can happen. Obviously, you believe that if you are or if you have made a decision that you're going to move. Air sign, so you could be an air sign or they could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I think this is something you're very in your head about right now. Currently, all the thoughts about the separation, your love for this person, relocating, how to cut ties with certain people, all these things are what's predominantly controlling your mind right now. And that's why they're wanting you to let go, because it's kind of one of those things where you two are realigning. They are creating a space for you two to reconnect. So you need to try as best you can to not overthink situations or think of the worst case scenarios, because they are granting you this opportunity. They wouldn't do that if it was to destroy you. Give it time, everything in divine timing, let things flow. And again, because it's been a long time here, but gold digger, they want your money being used. I'm hearing two things for that. One, if there is, say, karmic family that you're feeling torn by, as far as moving towards your feminine, so it would be moving away from family. If there's financial ties where you feel like your family use you and for your money, even if you make a lot, but whatever you do make, they kind of, they've always got their hand in your pocket kind of thing, and you feel obligated because they're family and you feel used because of it. But also these same people that have been in the middle sabotaging this, again, if it's family, I think I said this the other day, there was a meme I saw where it was like, want to make your in-laws hate you, marry their breadwinner. So if you're the one that gives money to their family all the time and your person influenced you not to do that in the past, it's almost as if these people that use you for your money, that got in the middle and sabotaged this connection, may have planted seeds in your mind to make you think that your feminine was using you for your money, or that they were too expensive, because they were taking money from them. In the sense of where you would used to give money to your family, your feminine convinced you that that wasn't right and that you two needed to get yourselves set up. Your family didn't like that, and they found ways to plant seeds of doubt in your mind to make you think your feminine was the one using you for money. But the reality was they were used to getting your money, and she influenced you to not do that anymore, and they didn't like that. Does that make sense? But you've needed time to realize this, because family's hard. It's a hard situation because you've grown up with guilt trips and believing you have to do things for family that it's not necessarily the case. And that might have been something your feminine was trying to explain to you, but you weren't ready to hear it yet. You've needed time to learn that lesson, I think, and realize that your feminine wasn't actually trying to take your money or make you cut your family off, but more like, we need to be solid. Like, I don't want us to miss out on things because we're always giving money to other people, so we're never able to get ahead ourselves. It's one thing if we're already in a place of abundance and have excess that we can share, but not constantly making ourselves poor, essentially picking up the slack for other people that should be doing it for themselves. Does that make sense? Let go. Communicate. So you're heavily, the energy around you, they really are trying to get you to communicate with this feminine. They're creating this energy, this space for you to talk it out, basically, and forgive each other, compromise, just work it out with each other. Let go of. And this as well, for that to confirm, let go, having this communication, talking it out, and forgiving each other will allow you both to let go of the past and create a new beginning with each other. There's some. Yes, luck is on your side. So don't overthink it. Again, this just confirms for me that they are creating this energy. It's like a perfect timing for you to reach out to this person. Like, they're creating the energy for this person to receive you well, being open to hearing what you have to say. So yes, you're going to be nervous or anxious or worried that they're going to yell at you, I don't know, but they're creating this perfect situation where this person, like I said before, with them answering a call that they wouldn't normally answer because it's an unknown number, there's this perfect timing that's been created here where, one, this person's going to instinctively answer the call even if it's an unknown number, and then when they find out it, once they realize it's you, actually be open to listening and having a conversation. Luck is on your side with this. And again, fire sign. So you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but there's a lot of passion here. And I just noticed on the bottom of this deck here, I've got number 5. I'm looking for a way out of this situation so I can be free. That's what you're doing currently, especially because you are wanting to move, relocate. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So learning from the past as well is having those deep conversations, communicating, and then learning from the past so that you two can let go of it and move on and have that new beginning together. But you could also be getting a lot of memories pop up in your phone, or things are reminding you of them that it's causing you to reminisce right now. And also wanting to make new memories together. But definitely looking at photos. mirror. So this is a mirrored connection, but that makes sense. You got the swans with the twin flame mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. And that again is the compromise, forgive, work it out. Talking about the things that caused you to act out of your wounded side. You were broken when you two met and didn't know how to handle certain triggers, and that's what you two were acting out with each other. And it wasn't that you two didn't love each other, but these are the things that you both had to learn about yourselves so that you could handle things better in the future. Recognizing what was broken in you to heal your heart. I think this conversation as well is going to heal a lot of things that have been left unsaid for a long time, but also breaking free from addictions and other toxic relationships that you surrounded yourself with after this connection ended. Breaking free from that with that stallion card. Boat, receiving what you need. So that's what I mean. There's closure issues because there's conversations and things that have never been discussed between you and your feminine. There are things that need to be discussed so that you can compromise, forgive, work it out, move past it, let it go, and carry on in this new chapter. This conversation is what you both need to close out the past. Twin flames to confirm mirror. Double confirmation that this is a twin flame connection and that they are trying to get you to reach out to your feminine. That it's like the energy you're feeling, this momentum you're feeling to want to reach out to them. It's not an accident. They're wanting you to reach out because this needs to be healed so that you can have a new beginning together. And I think as well, this is you realizing perhaps it's something that you didn't really believe in, and immediately that just made me think of that report again about these fake psychics and fake tarot readers that have scammed people out of millions of dollars. It's like for a long time you've been skeptical about energy and all this kind of stuff, but there's so many coincidences and synchronicities that just, it can't be an accident. It can't be a coincidence. And you're starting to believe in this and realize that this is my twin flame. It's not, yes, the relationship in the past might have got to a really toxic place, but I'm realizing now that we were mirroring our wounds to one another, and then this separation had to happen so that we could heal those things within us. And that the love was never the issue. It was learning how to fix what's broken inside me so that I can be happier and be a good partner, and same for them. Healing heart. Heart with a key. So under healing heart, you've got heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. And you've got date, taking them out on a date, but you got stabbed in the back on the bottom. I think that a big part of you, especially because you're in your head, you're going over the separation here. I think you know that you left your feminine feeling stabbed in the back, like it was a shocking attack on their, perhaps as well, even the way that you spoke about them after this was over. The deception around why things ended. It might have been that, yes, there was lots of conflict and it all got too much, but there's things that were left unsaid. There's truths that haven't been revealed yet to your feminine by you to give them the closure that they deserve from what happened in the past. And the heartbreak and the pain that you caused this feminine, that is something that needs to be healed out. And it can only be done through communicating honestly and with kindness. Okay, let's get these ones. This will be dates as well. How is my battery already nearly dead? Number 1, I'm triggered. An old pattern has surfaced and it hurts, and that might be something that's recently just come up for you. And that's what I was saying in the beginning when I was talking about that year or years it was. Maybe something has come up that's repeated for you recently, especially because family's been coming up a lot in this as well, especially with being used around money and addictions and things like that. So perhaps something has recently resurfaced again when it comes to family that is making you look at the situation differently and realizing how you have been used by your family when it comes to finances or other things. Maybe you're always the go-to person to fix everyone's problems and you're sick of it, but something has resurfaced and it is triggering you. But this time you've got the self-awareness to realize you're being triggered, and then you're thinking about, okay, so what do I need to do differently this time? And that could be a big reason as to why you're feeling it's time for me to move away. And it's not in a way of like I'm starting fires and running away from them, not fixing my problems. It's more about like I need to begin a new chapter in my life. There's a lesson to be learned from this, that the only way to heal is through clear communication and compromising, forgiving, working it out, not running away from. So I've got 1 and 5. One again, I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul. So you must have some kind of access to your feminine, whether it's her social media or probably would just be social media, I'd say. 1 again, so you've got 111, manifesting your desires. I'm listening to my higher self now, and this is what I mean. The skepticism you would have had, or the disbelief in energy, or even twin flames or soulmates, thinking it's all fake, or just in denial for a very long time. Because remember I said it's been a long time here, but you're starting to trust in the signs you're being given, the synchronicities you're seeing. A higher power is guiding me. You're listening to it now. Number 8, so the 5th of August. So 1st of January and then the 5th of August. We incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodlines. Again, family patterns, family toxic cycles that have been passed down from generation to generation. This is why as well they say religion and culture are very different things. You could have people that practice their religion and they're very respectful and beautiful people. But then there's people that use culture as an excuse, but it's just bad behaviors and bad patterns that have been passed down from generation to generation and then labeled as tradition. And it's just not, it's toxic. Did I say 5th of August? But you two are meant to break generational cycles here. The 1st of July. I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I'm moving. That word just is coming up a lot in this, even when it seems that I'm not. So this, again, that to me just confirms that it's taken you some time really to activate into this energy. 1 again, 111, 11. We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. That message is for you. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth, that you two are meant to be together, that they're trying to create this opportunity for you to reach out. I want to get what your how your feminine views you in the connection right now, because I feel like if you're being activated this strongly right now, then they must have really detached. Because I think the masculines only really start believing in this stuff and activating that side of them when the feminines just have kind of their energy, they pull their energy back and they've detached and they're just living their lives and not really thinking about it anymore. Like it's not consuming them as much. I just want to see first though if they'll give me a month on when this communication could happen. Just around the corner. I feel that this feels like June. June's been coming out a lot lately too, so I feel like this collective, June is a significant month for your connection. So maybe it was when you got together, or it was a breakup or an anniversary or something. June is important, but June of next year could be important too, especially with moving something that takes planning and time. So in a few weeks, so November, it's the 21st of October today, so November could be just after Mercury retrograde ends, because Mercury retrograde is the 9th of November until the 29th, 444, the 9th of November until the 29th of November. So it could be just after, if not during Mercury retrograde, that you that this communication happens. I think November. Later than you think, but to me, that corresponds with June. I think that, and you've got this year on the bottom, and then 6 months from now, what's June? November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. No, June is 8 months away. But, I mean, that could be, if you can't relocate, or if it takes till next June to relocate, it could be 6 months from now, if you two have really developed a strong foundation and you're ready to make that move, that's when you start to set the wheels in motion to make that permanent relocation. But in a few weeks, basically from now until New Year's, because I see this as New Year's, this conversation needs to be had. Or they are creating that environment for this communication to happen. All right, what is it you want to say to them? I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. Family is an interference here. What does this masculine want to say to the feminine, please? What is this communication about? I'm learning how to love myself now thanks to you. So part of the communication could even be, I have been keeping, you might not say I've been keeping tabs on you, but I've seen some of your stuff in this time we've been apart. I've seen you learn and grow and change, and that inspired me to grow and change. There's something really, I just heard the word sexy. I don't even really say sexy, but there's something really sexy about someone admitting that they've been watching you, not in a creepy way, but just in a because it feels brave for someone to admit that they've been, checking in on you because they missed you. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm seeing the synchronicities. It's driving me insane. That's what's bringing you into your belief, because you can't deny the synchronicities anymore. You can't keep saying it's just a coincidence, seeing their name everywhere or hearing their song or just seeing repeating numbers everywhere. You were different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I only want you. So the things you used to distract yourself after, but maybe even trying to replace them. I fucked up. I don't know what to say to you or how to make things right. So that's as well in your mind, trying to think, what do I even say to this person after what I've done? And maybe you're not meant to have the perfect thing to say. Obviously, you don't want to come in arrogant and forceful, but dropping your pride and coming in, humble, hat in hand, and just, I know I've messed up here. That in itself is quite powerful. You were so smart, you have me figured out. Oh, wow. I'm going through a lot right now. I need time and space to gather my thoughts. Yes, I was cheating. And do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. The grass wasn't greener. I regret my actions. I'm a fool. So whoever it was, you were different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. Whoever you went to after, the people you indulged in after, really made it clear to you what you had thrown away, essentially, in your bid to run away from what you thought was a toxic relationship. All right, let's see how this feminine's viewing you and the connection currently. How's the feminine feeling right now? Oh, so they could be watching you. Either that, or they can feel that you're watching them. But they might be feeling pulled to check on you. Psychic abilities. So I think that's what it is, because this is how they're feeling right now. I think they're very in tune, and they can feel that you're in their energy. They can feel you pulling on their thread. So I actually think that their instincts, their psychic abilities are peaking right now when it comes to, it's like they can feel that you're watching their social media, even if it's from fake accounts, because this is lurking and spying on social media. So if you're lurking and spying, it wouldn't be on your main account. So I feel like their psychic abilities are really tapped in, and they can feel you looking, even though there's no proof of it. It's just an inner knowing. Okay, new beginnings, journal. So I think that this feminine has been, they could be writing a book, but I think that this is about them having to, in this silence, in the distance from you, having to express themselves in other ways, like journaling, or I just heard singing very specifically. But this is someone that has needed to find other outlets and ways to express themselves because they couldn't talk to you about it. But they've been going through a lot of reflection. But under watching, you've got new beginnings. So I think their psychic abilities are peaking in the sense that they can feel you watching, but it's almost as if they can feel like there's a shift, in the sense of it's not just watching from a distance with no intention to act. It's almost like they can feel a new beginning is on the horizon here. And they want a fresh start. They're just hoping that this feeling they're getting that you're watching is leading to you taking a leap of faith, which it is. And this is what I mean about perfect timing, where you might be worried that they're going to be aggressive with you or they're not going to answer your call. The divine are actually orchestrating this energy where they will be receptive to you and they will answer your call. Attachments. codependency, avoidant, and anxiety. I think that this feminine feels like they have broken free from perhaps their anxious attachment style, and I think their psychic abilities, it's like they're feeling like because they've broken free from their attachment style, that maybe you are healing through your perhaps avoidant tendencies. Because when they're healing, they're hoping that you are healing too. Journal, rise up. Betrayal. So I think that's the stabbed in the back. They feel, and you did get, yes, I was cheating. So they feel very stabbed in the back by you. Even if it's not that you actually physically cheated, or I'm hearing that kind of cliche thing of when it's the girl they told you not to worry about that they go straight to after you two end. So if you went to someone that you was supposedly a friend after you two broke up and got with them pretty quickly, pretty soon after, that still, even if it's not cheating, it feels like a betrayal. It's like that song Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo, is that her name? It's like you're not a cheater, but you're a traitor. That kind of feeling, and that's under journal. So they haven't been able to express their pain and feeling of betrayal to you, so they had to find other outlets to express that pain. And journaling could have been it, songwriting, poems, singing, like I said, whatever they have needed to do to get out their expression that was within them over how they felt betrayed by you. And that's what I mean as well about there being secrets and truths that need to be revealed, because if they're not, then you can't heal to have a new beginning, to have that fresh start. But having a new beginning is on this feminine's mind. But there are things here that they feel betrayed by you that need to be expressed, because otherwise it will keep reoccurring. That resentment will keep being a problem in the relationship if it's not healed out. Crown chakra. So not only their psychic abilities, they're getting a lot of channels right now that are telling them that there's a shift in the energy and that something is coming. They believe in their connection to the divine, but that this is a divine connection, and they're listening to their higher self now. There it is, travel. So we know there's distance. You've gotten so many moving cards. You need to relocate to be with this feminine. They go over that fact of the distance here. And as well, it might be that they had to travel so much to see you and that it wasn't reciprocated perhaps in the past. But they could also be going over memories of trips that you two took together. But their higher self is telling me that they feel like there could be travel soon, even if they don't actually have anything planned yet. It's almost like they feel like something's going to happen soon where they're going to need to travel, or you might be traveling to them, which has been coming up a lot in this. But Cancer season on the bottom, June 21st, July 22nd. And you did get June come out in this deck, remember? So June is important for this connection. I keep hearing anniversary, so I feel like June, it has some significant anniversary for you too. All right, so I want to see what is your current energy and what is their current energy with get you both a spirit animal. What is the masculine's current energy, please? Oh, the buffalo. Interesting. Okay, and what is the feminine's current energy, please? The swan. You've got the swan again. The nightingale, again, the feminine being a singer of some kind. Feminine, beautiful, elegant, just gorgeous. All right. Is that fire? Oh no, buffaloes are water, aren't they? So this is heavy on the water sign. Okay. Buffalo. Oh no, hang on. Buffalo is earth. So earth and fire? No, why did I say earth and fire? Maybe you're an earth and fire pairing, but earth and water. Grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. That's the masculine. Grounded yet in your believing in the spiritual connection now. Grounded and practical yet heavenly and spiritual. You're balancing the two. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo, I'm seeing this as the Hierophant. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment, looking for the solutions, not the problem. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, trusting and pure presence. When out of balance, restless and lacks gratitude. To bring into balance, prayer and bhakti, which I'm guessing is a type of yoga. That's really nice, because that to me says that you have really come into your center, and that is why you two are in alignment now. The time is now. This is the perfect timing to make this communication happen. Okay, Swan. Effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, and elegant power. This is the divine feminine. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, which is the embodiment of language. So that's annoying. I just lost the whole last 10 minutes of the reading. So anyway. So the part before this, we're going through the swan. So the swan came out for the current energy of the divine feminine. So what did we say? Effortless creativity, sensitive, mystic, elegant power. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. And in her part, she did get journals, so she is finding ways to express herself in some way, shape, or form. And because you're watching her, whatever it is that you have access to that you can see, you're admiring not just her beauty and elegance, but how she expresses herself in whatever capacity that is. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. So I think in the past as well, even if you knew you loved her, you took it for granted. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. When in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, and lacking vision. To bring into balance, solo time and writing. So expressing themselves through writing is a big thing for this feminine, but as well, in whatever capacity she expresses herself, it's in a way where people stop and listen, because it could even be that she's quite eloquent in the way she expresses herself, very clear, concise, and just elegant. Their sensitivity is their strength. Okay, so hang on, I'm just going to see where I was just trying to remind myself what decks I've already done. So now that we've got what your current energy is, so Buffalo and their energy is the Swan, I think it's a really nice pairing that the two of you have come out as, because it really just feels like you really are aligning. Your frequencies are, you are coming into being on the same frequency. So let's get advice for you. I'll be curious to see if the same cards come out, because I'm so irritated that whole part went, because it was really nice too. What is your advice for this collective, please? Okay, Ace of Swords with the Four of Pentacles, not Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles did come out in the part that I lost though, but Ace of Swords. So, and this is advice for you from your team. So basically, you, I actually think that they are, whatever's happening around you right now, whatever the thoughts you're processing, all the lessons that you're trying to integrate right now, this is your breakthrough. And you did with that stallion, you're breaking free from societal norms, limiting beliefs, even the belief that you can't go back towards your feminine, whether it's distance, your family not accepting them, whatever. Because this is someone that they're saying they're trying to create an opportunity here for you to have your happily ever after, so to speak. The Four of Wands is about marriage. It's about celebrations. It's about domestic happiness. And homecoming, stability. And that's what they want. That's what they're saying you can have with your feminine. But the truth needs to be revealed here. And you also are going through an epiphany yourself when it comes to this, especially when in regards to relocating. But that mental clarity is going to help you break through towards making a solid decision about your feminine. All these new ideas that might be bubbling over in your mind right now, those are all meant to spark some initiative in you to really make a solid decision and not let fear get in the way here, because you could miss out on having this joyful relationship, a joyful reunion with this feminine. Yeah, the Fool, a new beginning, the start of a new adventure. So from breakthrough and with your mental clarity going towards this marriage, this domestic happiness, this bliss that you can have. You can start again. You can start over. The possibilities are endless here. This also says care is needed. Yes, care is needed because conversations are needed to be had. The line of communication needs to be reopened. But the possibilities are only limited in your mind. So where it comes to the things that are making you feel stuck where you currently live, there is nothing really stopping you from dropping the burden and relocating. Only the barriers in your mind, only your own limiting beliefs and perhaps the opinions of others. That is what you need mental clarity from. That is what you need to, that's your breakthrough. You need to break free from these limiting beliefs. The truth of the situation here is that they're trying to grant you happiness, going towards your feminine, who is your happiness, that you can have stability with, and have a new beginning. Start over. Start fresh together. The clarity that you're getting now in regards to this is what they're trying to show you. This is what you can have. You need to break free from these things holding you back. Very similar to what came out before. It's still just as nice as the other one, but I'm just annoyed I lost it. The Lovers. This is actually kind of crazy because this is almost pretty identical to what came out before. Different cards, but the same message. The first card out from the part I lost was Ten of Pentacles. You got Two of Cups. You got all these things that was basically like your fears and your limiting beliefs are the only thing holding you back from this. You have clarity about a decision, because this is the Lovers is also about choices. So you do have the choice. You have free will. It is up to you. You could choose to stay where you are and always just wonder what if, or you can make the choice and go towards them. I think the clarity that you're receiving now from Spirit is helping you make this decision. And this is also about values aligning. So where you might have thought your values were misaligned with each other in the past, that's not the case anymore. And this is part of being on the same frequency as well. All right, Four of Wands. Ultimately, this Ace of Swords is giving you the mental clarity to go towards what you want. Four of Wands. And as well, I'm noticing how much yellow is in this too. I think I mentioned that earlier too. Yellow was really sticking out to me, and obviously yellow is like a happy color, so the sun is yellow. So King of Pentacles, he's more yellow. This is your happiness. Don't stifle your happiness because of limiting beliefs. This is someone who's protective and stable, who is mentally disciplined, but can lead. This is actually reminding me of the Ten of Pentacles that came out in the original part that I lost. Because in that part, I was basically saying you can have this Ten of Pentacles and this Two of Cups, that this union will bring you financial stability. Same goes with this King of Pentacles. This is who you can become by not staying stuck where you are. And the King of Pentacles is very loyal. I can't get over, apart from this Ace of Swords, there is so much yellow here. It's reminding me of this TikTok I saw a while ago that was like, who is your yellow? And it was like, yellow is a person that just brings you ultimate happiness whenever you're around them. And that's this feminine. They're trying to grant you a new beginning here with this feminine. Yeah, so you're bored in your life right now. It is not what you want it to be. They're basically saying if you don't take this leap of faith and go towards this, it will be a missed opportunity for you and you will live in regret over it. At the moment, the reason you feel unfulfilled is because this isn't the life you're meant to be living. Instead of focusing on the past and all the things that have been challenges for you up until now, don't miss this opportunity they're trying to present you. They are offering you this opportunity. They're trying to grant you this happily ever after. You need to stop focusing on all the things that make you miserable. Family, friends, where you're located currently. You're too focused on these cups that make you bored and unfulfilled, and failing to notice the opportunity that's being presented to you here. Take that cup. Your whole life can be different. What did I say? The sun. That's the only negative in this. If you miss this opportunity by being consumed by your fears, your ego, your family's opinions, your friends' opinions, a job, where you live currently, if all of those things take hold of you and keep gripping you from moving forward, you'll miss out on this, because this is your ultimate happiness. This is literally the happiest card in the deck, the Sun. So much yellow. Don't miss this opportunity. This is what they're saying. We are trying to grant you a rebirth here. You can have success. All it is can be well if you can push past your own fears and your own limiting beliefs and the opinions of others. If you can face your fears and take this leap of faith, this is just, this spread is just pure happiness, pure joy. And that's not to say you're not going to have difficulties in your relationship in the future. But the difference will be is that you two are in such a different place now that you will be able to soothe each other's insecurities and handle conflict better. Face the obstacles and overcome them together. And that in itself will bring happiness, because you will know that you have your ride or die by your side. You're each other's ride or die. You can face any challenges together and you'll be stronger and happier on the other side of it. But ultimately, this is leading to a very happy, fulfilling life for you. Yeah, transition. Moving on to calmer waters. 6 of Swords. For this to be your advice, ultimately they're just saying get out of your head and take this opportunity that we're offering you, because you can be married, have a new beginning, be financially stable and successful, have the love of your life and be so happy. So don't miss the opportunity. And this isn't like a fear-mongering thing. If you don't do it, it'll never happen. But it's something that it's like, why postpone it any longer? Especially because through most of this reading, it seems to be it's been a long time here. So why wait any longer? Why postpone it any longer? Okay. Let's get a divine door to close this out. Celebration is near. Okay, what is your closing message for this collective, please? What is that? Path unknown. See, the path ahead in the relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. So because you feel uncertain about this and the path isn't it's not clear right now, especially because there's distance, it's making it, your fear is kind of controlling you right now. But they're saying there's more than just hopefulness here. They're saying that this is your ultimate happiness. Do what your heart's telling you to do. Don't do what other people that have their own limiting beliefs and their own bad advice stop you from going towards this. Oh, 2. Trust the universe. Exactly. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe is at play. The universe is, have faith and breathe. With offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. They are trying to grant you this opportunity. Take what they're offering you. Don't miss it. See love come around. The universe is at play here. They are trying to grant you this happiness, so don't miss it.